Blood of the Dead, solo, round by round, classic elixirs only in 2024. This may seem like a daunting task, but once you know what you're doing, this map becomes very consistent. Here we go. Recommended perks are Time Slip, Quick Revive, Winter's Wail, and Stamina Up as your modifier. The speedrun strategy replaces Quick Revive with Death Perception. I did try some attempts with Victorious Tortoise, however this led to my shield breaking way too often for my liking, in scenarios that I could have otherwise escaped. Dying Wish could be a viable replacement, however it is quite expensive. For your starting weapon, take the Strife with Stiletto, Suppressor, and FMJ 1 and 2. The other weapon we will be using is the Spitfire. My recommended loadout is Laser Sight 1 and 2, FMJ, and Fast Mags, with either Quick Draw or Stock as the last attachment. Path of Sorrows is the specialist to take, and I take Wraithfire nades, not that you'll have them for very long. There is a small difference in the boss fight depending on whether you're playing as Richtofen or not. I'll come back to that later. Let's get started. On round 1, knife every zombie and repair 5 boards. A knife is worth 150 as opposed to 120 otherwise. We are point maxing. When the round flips, repair 5 more boards, getting us up to 1500, then buy into West Grounds and again into New Industries. In the corner is a dog head painted against the wall. Kill a zombie in proximity of it to spawn a Hellhound. This dog needs to be fed a total of 6 times. Knife to optimize points and repair 5 more boards in between. When the 6th zombie is on its way, go ahead and flip the round. Repair any more boards you can find, then go back out to West Grounds, buy to Powerhouse, and turn on the power. Collect the Time Slip loose change, then repair boards and knife zombies until your Path of Sorrows specialist is ready. When you have it, open the catwalk. Wait a sec, and then take the weapon out, killing the first 2 zombies on Unsheath. Continue to run and swipe to make your way across the catwalk. When you get to the end and there's a lull, throw a Wraithfire towards the Warden. It will take out a stray Hellhound. Continue to push to the prison, and I recommend you skip taking out the last zombie in the line. Buy into Times Square, then check for the Spectral Essence. It's either here in Times Square, up ahead at Michigan Avenue outside the Warden's office, or back through D Block in the library. If it's not Times Square or Michigan, save it for later. Run through Michigan towards Warden's office. There's a chance that the Warden will spawn and follow you on this round. If so, deal with him on your way, trying to keep the other zombies alive. The first Warden you kill will drop the Warden's key, necessary for the shield and some additional unlocks. Buy into Citadel, then Citadel Tunnels. Run all the way down. If you killed the Warden, you can open the keypad, then continue down to China Alley and buy into Building 64. In Building 64, turn on the power. It will be one of these 3 switches at random. Turn around and be prepared for a freshly spawned Warden. Eliminate him alone, still trying to preserve all remaining zombies. If you never got a first Warden, or forgot to grab the keys, they will drop here instead. The shield frame is here, either in Citadel Tunnels, near these skulls at the bottom of Citadel Tunnels, or near the boards in China Alley. At this point, the power should be on, and you have all 3 shield parts. Climb Citadel Tunnels back to Michigan, run to the center and cross Broadway to CD Block, then go up to the 3rd floor. Buy the door and build the Spectral Shield here. Hop down in front of Dog 2 at Broadway. Knife the remaining zombies in the round to fill the dog as much as you can. I found myself feeding between 3 and all 6 zombies across my various attempts. Because we got to prison on round 3, our first dog round will be round 4. Stand in a corner, take out the Spectral Shield, and start sucking. Hellhounds fall quite quickly to the key, and the 6 dogs here are the perfect amount to bring the shield to full on charges. While I'm here, here's a rundown on the shield. The shield key takes quite a while to farm a soul, and this will only scale as the game goes on. Every 3 souls rewards 1 Spectral Blast. The default shield maxes out at 2 charges, upgraded shield has greater durability, and 4 charges. Hellhounds die very quickly at all round counts with the shield key. The most convenient times to farm souls are at the starts and ends of rounds when you are the safest. You do have to face your target the entire time to avoid switching targets. I find this much easier to do with Stamina Up active. When round 5 starts, kill enough zombies to finish off Dog 2 if you aren't yet done. When number 6 is on its way, take Michigan Ave to Sally Port and the Warden's office. Take out the Spectral Shield and aim through it to inspect 3 numbers on the pillars. Write this code down. Collect the Stamina Up loose change, then buy into Eagle Plaza. Take out a zombie here to start working on Dog 3. Do your best to corral the zombies in a nice trainable group while you eliminate 1 or 2 more. When you're about to get overwhelmed, let yourself get overwhelmed, and take out your specialist weapon. By killing zombies with the Unsheath animation, you still gain the points, kills, and weapon XP, but those zombies will all respawn as well, keeping your round count healthy and boosting your future point total. Run around and clear out as many zombies as you can to get the Path of Sorrows up to level 2. You'll need the bar to be completely blue and maybe even need a couple more kills. This has been a bit visually inconsistent for me. Continue feeding dog 3 until it has received all 6 zombies, and you should also hear a voice line indicating all dogs have been fed. You can use your Spectral Shield to save on ammo while eliminating zombies. A note that you can use the Spectral Shield to feed the dog heads, however you don't gain souls for the shield, because technically you aren't killing the zombies, just putting them to 1 health. Run to the warden's house and take the fast travel under the stairs back to showers. On the way, spam interact to pick up a new lethal tomahawk, the Hell's Retriever, unlocked by feeding the dogs. When you arrive at showers, we're going to save money by running up the stairs, across Michigan, then back down into Citadel and Citadel tunnels. Run down the spiral to the keypad. Take out your shield and spectral blast the keypad. Input the code you found in the warden's office by interacting with each of the 3 panels. On success, the numbers will flash and your character will make a comment. Head to Building 64 and buy to the docks. Head to this voltmeter and look through your shield. You'll spot a skull on the pillar behind, throw a tomahawk to claim it. You'll hear a purchase sound effect on success. Spectral blast the voltmeter, then start farming back your souls. The electrified voltmeter has caused a crane to pull a net out of the water containing a spoon. Throw another tomahawk to cause the spoon to drop, then interact to pick it up. The spoon replaces your knife and is a one-hit melee through round 10. If the net never contained the spoon, that means you forgot to input the code at the Citadel Tunnels keypad. With 1 spoon and 1 skull acquired, run back through Building 64 to Citadel Tunnels, buy the Spitfire off the wall, then climb to the top and go to Eagle Plaza. Skull number 2 is here on a telephone pole. Head back inside, take Michigan to Broadway, then throw a tomahawk into this CD Street toilet for Skull 3. Skull 4 is on the roof. Climb to the 3rd floor, run through the infirmary, collect the Winter's Whale loose change, then blast the voltmeter on the roof to activate Pack-a-Punch, as well as claim Skull 4 on a box just beyond. Activating Pack-a-Punch will cause a warden to spawn, take him out with the Spitfire, and feel free to flip the round. Round 6 is purely a farm round, so anything you didn't accomplish on round 5, take care of here. We will need our specialist weapon available at the start of round 7, so pop Arsenal Accelerator if you must. On round 6, I also like to purchase both Stamina Up and Winter's Whale. You should have enough points for those. Flip to round 7 somewhere close to Michigan Ave. On this round, we are going to complete a Monkey Bomb side Easter egg. Start pulling up the zombies behind you here at Michigan. This will make farming more efficient and also give you the chance to handle any surprise warden spawn should it occur. Bring the horde over to CD Street, then hop down below in front of this monkey statue. Let the zombies close in and take out your specialist. You need to farm zombie souls to fuel the monkey statue. Swing in front, but also jump and swing up to eliminate any zombies coming over from Broadway. When the monkey's head turns red, it has been filled. Put your specialist away as you'll want to save some zombies on this round. Shoot the monkey a couple of times to send it away. If you have enough points, you can run to the docks and claim Quick Revive for 1900 points, then run all the way back to Richtofen's lab at spawn. Just before entering Model Industries, throw a tomahawk at this door for Skull 5. Collecting all 5 skulls rewards you with a free Blundergat that we'll go collect in a second. Grab the monkey bombs from the teleporter in the lab, then make your way all the way back to Citadel Tunnels. On the way, I like to grab Time Slip to complete our perk set and activate Stamina Up's tonic modifier. We can force spawn a warden by inputting the code 666 into the Citadel keypad. Bring this warden over to the warden's house. On the way, you can swap out your Strife for the Blundergat. Once at the warden's house, melee the wall at the top with the spoon. This will scratch it. Kite the warden safely, then prime and throw a monkey bomb at the top of the stairs. If done correctly, the warden will run up to it and destroy it along with himself, blowing a hole in the wall. Handle the horde, run through, grab the red orb on the dresser, then interact with the warden corpse. This will unlock the Kronorium. Take the fast travel to showers, and on the way, reclaim the Hell's Retriever. There is one required step and one recommended optional step that still needs the tomahawk. Run up the stairs and all the way across Catwalk back to the lab. Interact with the map on the wall to place the red orb, then interact with the Kronorium on the ground in the corner. This will cause a bird to pop out and steal the Kronorium. It's time for the bird step. At the start of the round, a bird will spawn somewhere on the map. You need to locate that bird and hit it with a spectral blast. Check for the bird by looking through the spectral shield. If you hear bird noises, you are close. It is a blue, ghost-like color, typically sitting on piping or structures. You will have to find 4 birds in total, using 3 different sets of rules. Bird 1 spawns immediately after interacting with the Kronorium. It will always be in one of 3 places in the prison, either above cafeteria in Times Square, in the library, or on the 3rd floor across from the crafting bench. Find it, then shoot it with a spectral blast. Bird 2 will spawn shortly after flipping the round. I recommend eliminating the last zombie up on the 3rd floor of the prison near the gondola. There is actually a trick you can do to watch the bird spawn in. In programming terms, because of how the bird is instantiated in the trail shader associated with it, you can watch it do a 1-frame teleport from out in the bay to its residing location. Bird 2 will be, for lack of a better term, somewhere on the map. According to a guide from Glitch, there are at least 40 possible locations for the bird to spawn in. Literally everywhere. If you manage to catch the bird spawning in, you can at least give yourself a starting area to go check. Based on my angle, I started my search over on the west side of the island, preparing to check Catwalk, West Grounds, New Industries, and Powerhouse. If you don't have any idea as to where it may be, here's the route that I like to use for the whole map. From Gondola, run through Infirmary to the roof, then back down. Take Times Square to check Showers, into Citadel, then check all through Citadel tunnels, China Alley, Building 64, and the docks. Run all the way back up and exit to Michigan Ave, checking the Warden's office and house. Go back out to Michigan, cross Broadway to CD, check the library, then exit via D Block and check the Yard, Catwalk, Model Industries, New Industries, and Powerhouse. A reminder that you should be checking for the bird every few seconds via the shield. Jump and look through at the same time to save yourself some clunky movement. Find Bird 2 and blast it. Remember to collect more souls with the spectral key, and also note that you can fully charge your shield by interacting with a shock box. Every round, one of the 11 electrical boxes across the map will be active. Interact with the box with your shield out, fully charging it to whatever its maximum capacity currently is. With Bird 2 done, flip the round up at the gondola and look for Bird 3. This one came in far right, so I'm immediately thinking anywhere between Warden's office and the docks. If you ever accidentally flip the round without having found the bird first, it will simply stay in place and you'll still be on that bird. I recommend flipping after Bird 3 down by the docks, as Bird 4 will have a new twist to it. For Bird 4, I highly recommend finishing the round first and then going on the hunt. For this one, the bird is invisible. You'll still be able to hear its cause, which will change to sobbing when looking directly at it. Note this location while you thin your round. With this added challenge, the list of possible spawn locations has decreased. This bird will be found somewhere between the docks at its lowest point, through Building 64, China Alley, Citadel, Showers, and Michigan Ave, Warden's office, and Eagle Plaza at the top. Go to the Citadel Tunnels keypad, power it on, and input the code 872. This will reward you with a free zombie blood. Pop Temporal Gift before taking it, then pick it up and run to where you heard the bird. Look through the shield at the location, and the bird should now be visible. This appears to be a little buggy. If it's still sobbing and you don't see it, just unlook and look again. This time, instead of blasting the bird, throw the Hell's Retriever at it, causing it to drop the Kronorium. Interact with the Kronorium to pick it up, bring it to the Warden's house, and interact with the Warden's corpse to place it in his hands, and start the Warden's challenges here on round 10. At some point during this bird step, or shortly into challenges, take the time to pack-a-punch at least the Spitfire once. The Blendergat stays super strong for quite a while, so it doesn't need to be packed until you have a comfy surplus to spare. Also, don't forget, in Black Ops 4, you can repack normal weapons up to 4 times for bonus damage as well as the alternate ammo type. After a short cutscene, the book will begin rapidly flipping its pages. Interact to stop it, then look through the spectral shield to view a 3-digit code. Write this down or remember it. We now need to complete 5 Warden challenges. Each challenge will first require its 3-digit code from the Kronorium to be input into the keypad in Citadel tunnels. The codes do not signify any particular challenge, and if you have to repeat a challenge, the code will change. After inputting a code, the lighthouse on the map will shine its red beacon at a particular location, indicating the challenge that has been activated. I like to check the challenges in the order of Docks, Showers, Michigan, then Powerhouse and New Industries on the west side of the island. I will detail these challenges simply in the order I experienced them in this footage. I'll say challenge 1, challenge 2, etc., but they can be in any order. I will also tell you how many spectral blasts the challenge requires. If you fail a challenge, you will need to flip the round to interact with the Warden again. The next challenge after a fail will not necessarily be the same. When you complete a challenge, you do not have to flip the round to progress onto the next one. Here we go. Challenge 1 is Morse code at docks, required spectral blasts 2. Start by activating the portal with a spectral blast. 3 buoys scattered around the bay will now light up and display a Morse code number pattern when looking through the spectral shield. The first can be seen from the top of the gondola, looking out to the left. Look through the shield at this buoy. It will begin to flash a series of 5 characters, either dots or dashes, denoted by the visual and audio durations. The final character can get a bit cut off, in this case all 5 characters were dashes. If we look at the Morse code chart, 5 dashes in a row means 0. A quick shortcut for this step is that the numbers 1 through 5 all start with dots and end with dashes, while 6 through 0 all start with dashes and end with dots. This makes for a simple counting system, and once you've seen the pattern change, you can leave the buoy early. The second buoy can be seen from this end of the catwalk. Look out and down. This one also ended up being 0. What riveting footage. The final buoy is observed from the Model Industries building, looking through this window to the right. This was 4 dashes and a dot, signaling 9. Add up all 3 numbers together, in this case 0 plus 0 plus 9 equals 9. It is very common to end up with a 2-digit number, so be prepared for that as well. Run all the way back to the prison and Sally Port. Open the holding cell there, and prepare to interact with the telegraph key. You need to hold interact for the correct durations to denote dots and dashes. You can't just tap for dots, there has to be some audible duration for the beep. If you ever hear the warden laugh at you, that means you input the wrong character and have to start from the beginning. Winter's Wail is great here to extend your free time. On success, your character will have a positive reaction voice line. The second part of this challenge starts by eliminating a zombie up in the infirmary. Look through the shield and blast the spirit into the world of the living. Eliminate a second zombie to absorb its soul into the spirit, then interact with this spirit to prompt him to follow you. This interaction is very important. I've wasted a lot of time not knowing about this. The spirit, let's name him Kevin, will follow you for some distance, then run out of energy. Continue to slay zombies in his vicinity to keep his energy up. Bring him across the 3rd floor cells to the gondola. This is much faster than taking Citadel tunnels. Once Kevin has joined you in the gondola, activate it and continue bringing him to the docks. Kite him into the portal and Kevin will disappear, leaving a red orb in his wake. Challenge 2 is Banjo at Showers, required spectral blasts 1. Activate the portal. A spirit will appear with a banjo in his hand. His instrument is out of tune and he needs your help. Start to build up a horde behind you, then interact with the spirit to take the banjo from him. Somewhere within the showers, a blue ring similar to Stone Cold's Stronghold will spawn on the floor. Run inside, then take out your specialist weapon and start swinging. You need to get kills and farm souls within this ring to tune the banjo. If you don't get enough kills fast enough, the ring will move. This challenge will fail if you go down. On success, you'll hear a joyful tune, interact with the spirit again to return the banjo, and receive your red orb reward. Challenge 3 is Murder at New Industries, required spectral blasts 5. Activate the portal. This step requires so many spectral blasts that we are going to take the time to upgrade the shield. To do so, roll the mystery box. Keep rolling until you roll the teddy bear, which in this map is a lock. Have your shield out, and immediately start to suck the key's soul. When the lock turns blue and starts to spin, throw the Hell's Retriever at it. This will immediately upgrade your shield now and for the rest of the game, increasing its durability and its max charge capacity to 4. The ideal setup for this challenge is to have your shield on 4 charges, either naturally through zombies or by finding a shock box. Once you're maxed out, leave 5 zombies in the round. Run to the prison and kill the first zombie you see in D block. Take out your shield and spectral blast its ghost, being sure not to hit any alive zombies you still have. We now need to drain all of the energy out of this spirit before it grabs a knife from a cell and reaches New Industries. With the shield out, drain the ghost the entire time it is visible until it eventually disappears in a puff of smoke. Using 3 of the 4 remaining zombies in the round, you can refill a lost spectral blast charge. Repeatedly blast the murderous spirit and drain its energy, preserving the last zombie in the round. After about 4 full drains, the spirit will have a strong red hue and will remain visible after the final drain. Run ahead to West Grounds, where his victim lays in waiting. Right before the spirit enters New Industries, activate this trap and get out of the way. This will likely flip your round, but at the same time will kill the approaching spirit, dropping a red orb. This challenge will fail if the spirit gets to its victim and kills it. You don't have to collect the orb now if you don't want to, it will simply sit there for the rest of the game. Challenge 4 is Simon Says at Powerhouse, required Spectral Blasts 4. Activate the portal. With 1 zombie left in the round, run over to Building 64. It's time to play Simon Says. Interact with this smoking generator to get started. There are 6 modules in Building 64 that are eligible to light up. We will number them as such. Play 5 rounds of Simon Says by interacting with the modules after they have been illuminated. Each round will add 1 module to the list, with the final round being 5 modules. After Simon Says is completed, 3 of the 6 modules will light up together. Remember which 3 light up. Attached to each module is a paper with a symbol on it, some partially torn. I recommend legitimately drawing the symbols on a piece of paper or whiteboard in real life to remember them. I got modules 2, 4, and 5, converting to these symbols. Grab the punch card that has appeared on the shelf and bring it to Model Industries. Place it in this computer, then interact with the monitors displaying the 3 symbols we saw earlier. Interacting will reveal a new symbol. Write these down as well. Over in Powerhouse, there are 6 levers. If you look through the shield, there is a spirit walking between the levers. Attached to each lever is a small picture containing the new symbols. You need to blast the spirit when it walks in front of a lever corresponding with one of the 3 new symbols. When all 3 levers have been pulled, the spirit will disappear and drop its red orb. I'm not sure what happens if you have the spirit pull the wrong lever. Challenge 5 is Escort at Michigan Avenue. Required Spectral Blasts 2. Activate the portal. Eliminate a zombie in the cafeteria, then hit it with a Spectral Blast. You need to defend this ghost as it travels from cafeteria, through D Block to library, then across Broadway to Michigan. I recommend popping stock option to keep the damage pumping with your Spitfire. A note that wonder weapons don't work with stock option. Start with the Path of Sorrows and continually swipe over the spirit. When that runs out, swap to the Spitfire. You may even be able to farm a second Path of Sorrows usage during this. As the spirit hits Broadway, a warden will spawn at Michigan Ave. Swap to the Blundergat and take him out quick. Then it's just a matter of leading the spirit to the portal as the horde engulfs it. When it arrives, it will disappear, dropping its red orb, and all the zombies will re-aggro onto you. The elixir, Now You See Me, is also useful for this step, as it causes the zombie AI to break and scatter in random directions. This challenge will fail if the spirit dies. With all 5 challenges done, make sure you have collected all 5 orbs. Head to Richtofen's lab and interact with the map to place the orbs. We're about to start the final boss sequence, so take the time to pack a punch your weapons as much as you like. Run all the way back to the warden's house and interact with the corpse to place the summoning key in the warden's lap, starting a cutscene. The warden will appear in this cutscene and haul your ass to jail. Your weapons will be confiscated and you'll have to sit here for a while as the warden drones on and on about how the Primus crew will be stuck here forever. He'll turn the lights off and leave. After about another 30 seconds, the bird from earlier will fly in, shocking the voltmeter and opening the cells. Run out, and don't forget to grab the bag at the top of the stairs to reclaim your perks, weapons, and frankly, the ability to do anything. Follow the bird through the prison. The warden will start skipping through time around you. Take him out with the sweeper at the times when he persists and doesn't phase back out. After a couple of these, the bird will break through the barrier, keeping you in the prison. Run all the way to Model Industries, either using the Path of Sorrows charge or by running with the shield key attack out. Only dogs will spawn during this segment, and the key is great for this. You need at minimum 2 shield charges for the upcoming boss fight, so suck up the dogs for any additional charges you may need. When you arrive in West Grounds, just outside Model Industries, the warden will spawn in your way, then grow in size. Spirits will swoop in and abduct him. Grab the red orb that he drops, then place it on the map in Richtofen's lab. This placement will expose an additional cryo chamber, as well as open the doors at the end of the lab. Run through, then interact with the garage door at the top of the stairs to enter the final fight. This boss fight reminds me of Zetsubo no Shima's. It's a super straightforward, repeatable process that's mechanically very easy. When you first enter the arena, the warden will struggle in place and then disappear. Around the arena are 4 spawn mounds. Kite the zombies while you wait for the warden to spawn. Run up and blast him twice with a sweeper to take him down. With the first spawn mound determined, the Warden will spawn back and forth between this mound and the one directly opposite. Run back and forth between these two spawn points, bursting down the Warden a total of 4 times. Once the Warden stops spawning, clear out any remaining zombies. The Warden will now return within a red force field. Run inside with the Spitfire out, and take out the 3 energy balls that come out of the Warden. Toxic gas has covered the arena, hang in the force field for a sec with your shield out, then run out as the Warden despawns. Spectral blast the machine in the center, and the gas will clear. If you ever run out of Spectral blasts, grab the max ammo with your shield out to fill up all 4 charges. Next up, we will simply do this again. The Warden respawn count increases to 8 here, but otherwise it's exactly the same. Clear the Warden, shoot the orbs, then blast the machine. At this point, whoever is playing as Richtofen needs to run up to the machine and interact, sitting in the chair. If your party does not include a Richtofen, a bot for the Doctor will appear and perform this sequence for you. While Richtofen enjoys his personal cutscene, a giant Warden will spawn with a bunch of zombies and dogs as well. Utilize your infinite sprint to kite all of them around in a circle, avoiding the symbols on the ground. You can see Richtofen progressing through the cutscene thanks to the X-ray. When Richtofen comes out, he will crush a crystal, breaking the cycle that has cursed Alcatraz. This will stun the Warden. Go ahead and run up and blast him twice to complete most escape alive. Enjoy the final cutscene with Great War Richtofen. You've earned it. And that's it, Blood of the Dead, done. That honestly was a lot nicer than I anticipated. I still hate Der Eisendrock's boss fight the most out of all Easter eggs I've performed. I really appreciate those of you who made it this far, those who tuned in for my Learnathon streams. I'm very happy I could deliver this for you all. When you complete this Easter egg, feel free to share your success in my Discord, link down below. If you liked the video, and if you want to see more Easter eggs as well as Black Ops 6 news, subscribe down below. See you next time.